Welcome to the Dragon's Den. My name is Leo Drake, and thank you for spending part of your day with me. Please consider subscribing as it is free and really helps the channel. If you enjoy the video, click the like button and ring the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. In this video, we are ranking standalone live-action Batman movies. Just to clarify, this does not include animated or team-up movies. I will be discussing the individual films during this video, so consider this your one and only spoiler warning. There are 8 movies on this list, so let's get to it.
The Bat? Oh man, give me a break, will you?
Coming in at number 8 is Batman and Robin from 1997, directed by Joel Schumacher and with George Clooney donning the cowl. This is a really bad movie. The action is cheesy and terrible. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze spouts a series of juvenile puns which often don't make any sense.
Let's kick some ice.
Uma Thurman plays Poison Ivy, and Bane is a mindless brute who you could easily forget was even in this film. The dialogue, which is not a pun, is generic and rote. At times the dialogue and action is embarrassingly bad. Alicia Silverstone plays Alfred's niece Barbara Wilson, aka Batgirl. She tries to offer something fresh to this movie, but does not get enough screen time. Mr. Freeze is trying to steal diamonds and cure his sick wife Nora. Batman and Robin are having trust issues due to Ivy's influence, and Alfred is sick. Mr. Freeze is captured and sent to jail, but he is freed by Poison Ivy and Bane. Poison Ivy kills Nora by pulling her plug and blames it on Batman. At the grand opening, Freeze seeks revenge by repurposing the telescope. Batgirl nullifies Poison Ivy, clearing Batman and Robin's heads. Robin and Batgirl defeat Bane, while Batman incapacitates Freeze. The best part of this film for me is Alfred is suffering from the same illness as Nora Freeze. Batman reveals to Freeze that it was Poison Ivy who tried to kill Nora, but she is still alive and asks for the cure to save Alfred. This storyline should have been far more prominent in the film to elicit emotion and stakes. At number 7 is Batman Returns from 1992. When I was a kid, this movie creeped me out, and it still kind of does. Far too Tim Burton for my liking. Danny DeVito's Penguin and Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman are far too literal versions of their characters. The storylines get muddled, and we don't see enough Michael Keaton as either Bruce Wayne or Batman. There is a large rubber duck and an army of penguins, neither of which feels out of place in this bizarre version of the Caped Crusader.
I am Catwoman. Hear me roar.
Number 6 is Batman Forever from 1995, directed by Joel Schumacher, with Val Kilmer as the Caped Crusader. This movie aged badly very quickly, but has my favourite line from any Batman film.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
Two-Face robs the Bank of Gotham. Batman stops him, but Two-Face manages to escape. Edward Nygma works at Wayne Enterprises. Bruce Wayne is his hero, and when he pitches his new invention and it is rejected by Bruce, it results in him being fired and going over the edge. At the circus, Bruce Wayne and Chase Meridian, played by Nicole Kidman, watch the Flying Graysons before Two-Face interrupts proceedings with a bomb. He demands that Batman reveal himself. Dick gets the bomb to safety at the waterfront, but his family are killed by Two-Face. Edward Nygma creates the box, which is kind of like evil virtual reality. Dick breaks into the Batcave and steals the Batmobile. Riddler and Two-Face team up. Bruce Wayne is tricked into using Riddler's machine, but Two-Face crashes the party. However, the Riddler is able to work out that Bruce Wayne is Batman. At Halloween, the Riddler blows up the Batcave and Batmobile and kidnaps Chase. Bruce only has a prototype suit left. Robin volunteers to help, and they take the Batwing and Batboat. When you name things just by putting Bat in front of them, where do you draw the line? Bat spoon? Bat fork? Bat backscratcher? Robin fights Two-Face but can't bring himself to kill him. Batman takes on the Riddler, destroying his giant bots before saving Robin and Chase. Two-Face seeks to take advantage, but he is out of luck. This is a fun, wacky movie that does feel very dated and might suffer if you're not a fan of Jim Carrey. I enjoyed this film at the time. Rewatching it does it no favours.
Was that over the top? I can never tell.
Number 5 is The Dark Knight Rises from 2012, the final part of Nolan's trilogy. This movie and the next film on my list are very close. The movie starts with a plane hijacking, which is a very cool scene.
Calm down, Doctor. Now's not the time for fear. That comes later.
8 years after Harvey Dent's death, crime in Gotham is down. Bruce Wayne has not been seen in public for some time and the Batman has disappeared. Commissioner Gordon wants to reveal the truth about Harvey on the anniversary, but cannot bring himself to say the words. Anne Hathaway plays Catwoman and steals Bruce Wayne's fingerprints and his mum's pearl necklace. Gordon follows a suspect down to the sewers where he comes face to face with Bane. He escapes by throwing himself into the water, but not before Bane takes the script he wrote for the anniversary speech that reveals Harvey Dent's atrocities. Gordon is found by Officer Blake, played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and he takes him to the hospital. Bruce Wayne is in poor physical health after being Batman for many years. Bruce Wayne follows Selina to a party where he meets Miss Tate, who is trying to work with him to make Gotham a better place. When Bane attacks the stock exchange, Man pursues him, but the cops are distracted and follow the Caped Crusader, allowing Bane to escape. Bruce has been unable to move on after Rachel's death. Alfred believes Bruce has a death wish and leaves the manor. Lucius Fox decodes the trades made by Bane following the stock exchange attack. He used the fingerprints to make risky deals in Bruce Wayne's name and lost, meaning Bruce Wayne is broke. Fearing a hostile takeover from the board, Bruce hands over control to Miss Tate. I like that Bane is smart in this movie rather than a mindless thug. He was trained by Ra's al Ghul and the League of Shadows like Bruce himself. Selina takes Bruce to Bane's hideout and we get the famous broken back storyline. Bruce is sent to the pit where Bane spent much of his life. The TV is set up to show him Gotham's demise. The only way to escape the pit is to make an impossible climb, and with a broken back, Bruce is stuck in purgatory. Bane blows up a stadium and warns the rest of the world that any attempt at intervention will result in him detonating a bomb. The bomb core is already deteriorating and will go off in a few months' time anyway, but no one else knows that. The majority of police officers are trapped underground by the explosion. Bane reveals the truth about Harvey Dent, tearing down the hope and justice Gotham has survived on for the past 8 years. Gordon and Blake seek to locate the bomb while Bruce recovers in the pit. Bruce tries to make the climb, but he is unable to rise until he abandons the rope and fear. Batman returns in time to save Gordon. Selina helps by freeing the trapped police officers, and the battle for Gotham begins. Batman defeats Bane, but Miranda Tate is revealed as Talia al Ghul and is the real mastermind. Gordon blocks the signal to detonate the bomb, and Batman flies the bomb out over the water to save Gotham. The reason this movie does not rank higher is because it feels too long, and there are several storylines which feel unnecessary, such as Joseph Gordon-Levitt being Robin. Anne Hathaway's Catwoman does not really fit in, and where was the training montage in the pit? I think as well the movie could have left the fate of Bruce Wayne and Batman open after the bomb explosion, because the scene where Alfred sees Bruce and Selina comes too quickly after the event, taking away any question he might have died. Number 4 is Batman Begins from 2005, directed by Christopher Nolan and starring Christian Bale. I like that this movie explains how Bruce Wayne learned to fight by training with the League of Shadows and Ra's al Ghul after seeking revenge on the man who killed his parents, only for someone else to beat him to it. Bruce Wayne is unable to join the League of Shadows because he refuses to kill. He fights his way out of the building and saves Ducard, who is played by Liam Neeson. Cillian Murphy plays Dr. Crane, or Scarecrow, who is working on behalf of a mysterious benefactor.
That's frightened me. It's time my enemies shared my dread.
Bruce Wayne returns to Gotham and works with Lucius Fox at Wayne Enterprises. I don't like the tumbler vehicle. Where would you park it? Batman takes down Carmine's drug ring, and Crane visits Falcone to make sure he does not talk. Crane intoxicates Batman, who works on a cure, before saving Rachel and giving Crane a taste of his own medicine. Ducard returns and is revealed to be the true Ra's al Ghul. Wayne Manor is burned down as Bruce tries to stop him from destroying Gotham. Crane's toxin has been fed into the city's water supply. Batman and Gordon manage to stop Ra's and save Gotham. This film does a good job of setting up future films. While it is solid, I know that some people like it better than I do. However, it sits right in the middle of my list. Number 3 is Batman from 1989, directed by Tim Burton, with a great score by Danny Elfman and Michael Keaton starring opposite Jack Nicholson. This movie is so good it inspired 3 sequels, all set in the same universe, with Michael Gough as Alfred and Pat Hingle as Commissioner Gordon, remaining the same throughout, as well as the general feel of Gotham. Jack Napier is a gangster played by Jack Nicholson, who is set up by his boss over a woman and falls into chemicals. Bruce Wayne has dinner with Vicky Vale, played by Kim Basinger. Jack Napier survives his fall and manages to find levity in his new situation.
Oh, little song, little dance, Batman's head on a lance.
Napier kills his boss in revenge and takes over the organised crime in Gotham, which is celebrating a 200-year anniversary. Napier uses Access Chemicals to ship lethal products across Gotham. He terrorises Vicky Vale at an art museum before Batman comes through the skylight. Batman rescues Vicky, but Jack Napier breaks into Wayne Manor and shoots Bruce Wayne before taking Vicky. The city officials try to cancel the anniversary celebration, but Joker incentivises them by offering financial reward. Batman stops Access Chemicals supplying any more hazardous products and foils Joker's plot at Gotham's anniversary. Joker takes Vicky to a bell tower where he is confronted by Batman. This movie is definitely over the top. Jack Nicholson's performance is great and it feels like a true rivalry between him and Michael Keaton's Batman. So what do we learn from this film? Well, first of all, if you want to get nuts, let's get nuts. Secondly, never rub another man's rhubarb. And lastly, do not steal his balloons.
Those are my balloons.
He stole my balloons!
Number 2 is The Batman from 2022, directed by Matt Reeves and starring Robert Pattinson. A much darker and grittier Year 2 Batman sees Paul Dano's Riddler hug in the corrupt officials in charge of Gotham. Bruce Wayne is attempting to make the criminal element in Gotham afraid.
I'm vengeance.
Gordon allows Batman into the police crime scene. For one of the first times, it feels like Batman is actually doing some proper detective work. When the Commissioner discovers Batman's presence, he kicks him out, and there is a lot of tension between Batman and GCPD, as some agree with his tactics while others do not. Zoe Kravitz works at the Iceberg Lounge with the Penguin, played by an almost unrecognisable Colin Farrell. Batman has to gain access into the Iceberg Lounge several times, reminding me of playing Arkham Asylum. There is a really good chase scene, and Batman follows the Riddler's clues close to home, where Alfred, played by Andy Serkis, is injured in an explosion meant for Bruce Wayne. Carmine Falcone is revealed as the Rat and brought into the light by Batman, allowing Riddler to shoot him. The Riddler believed he was working with the Batman the whole time, and there is a good scene where we think he knows the Caped Crusader's secret identity. The Riddler has one last surprise, and he blows up the seawall, flooding Gotham. Riddler's followers attack the mayor and people at the garden, where Batman is faced with the truth of his project.
I'm vengeance.
Batman leads the mayor and people of Gotham out of the garden to safety, realising that Gotham needs hope more than vengeance. This Batman movie might not be for everyone, but I really like it. Perhaps it was slightly too long and the Joker scene was not really needed, but otherwise, an excellent start to Matt Reeves' Batman universe, and I look forward to seeing what comes next. This is what you've been waiting for. Number 1, The Dark Knight from 2008. From the opening scene of this movie, you can just sense it is something special. Men in masks rob a bank, killing the previous guy once his job is complete, until the Joker escapes in a school bus. New District Attorney Harvey Dent is cracking down on organised crime in Gotham and trying Salvatore Maroni in a case in a court of law. Dent makes his own luck with a double-headed coin, and amongst other monikers, he has been called Gotham's White Knight. He is also dating Rachel, who is played in this film by Maggie Gyllenhaal. The change from Katie Holmes is fairly seamless. Bruce Wayne has dinner with Rachel and Harvey, during which he decides to back the new DA with a fundraiser.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
The mob sit down to discuss the authorities' assault on their businesses, and the Joker offers to kill Batman for half of their combined wealth. The clown's offer is rejected. When Batman travels to Hong Kong to detain the mob's accountant Lau, they desperately agree to the Joker's terms. Heath Ledger delivers an Oscar-winning performance as the Joker, which is another reason this movie ranks at number 1. At Harvey's fundraiser, Wayne Manor, the Joker crashes the party. While Bruce protects Harvey and Batman rescues Rachel, there seems little reasoning with the Joker.
Why so serious?
The Joker assassinates a judge and attempts to kill the mayor, but Gordon takes the bullet instead. Thankfully, the Joker destroys the ugly tumbler, but he is arrested by Gordon, who survived the shooting. The interrogation scene between Batman and the Joker is really where Heath Ledger shines. The whole thing is so compelling and well acted. Joker reveals that Rachel and Harvey are in danger. Batman can only save one of them, so the Joker tells Batman where each of them are, but he swaps the addresses, so when Batman goes to save Rachel, he actually pulls Harvey from the fire, though he does not do so before Harvey's face is badly scarred. Police do not reach Rachel in time, and she dies. Joker escapes prison with Lau giving him access to the mob's money. He burns his half and visits Harvey Two-Face in the hospital, turning Gotham's heroic White Knight into a vengeful killer. Gotham General is blown up and Batman is forced to use an experimental sonar machine to help him find the Joker. Lucius Fox agrees to man the machine as long as it is destroyed after they have finished. Batman and Gordon go after the Joker, who has disguised hostages to look like his own men. Batman stops the Joker and Dent, who kidnapped Gordon's family. Batman accepts responsibility for Dent's crimes to retain his legacy. The hero Gotham needs is its Dark Knight. This is a 5-star movie and in my top 5 comic book movies of all time. The reason it is so good is the psychology in the film. The scene where the two boats each have a detonator to the other, one filled with criminals and the other normal Gotham citizens, would not feel out of place in many other movies. The film considers Batman's effect on Gotham, creating copycats who tried to fight against crime, also how Batman helped create the Joker.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. The Batman. Or is it just Batman?
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with my list and whether you would like me to do more Batman videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, give it a like and share it. I'm looking to post a new video every Monday, so be sure to come back for that and click the link on screen to watch another of my videos. Until next time, hurrah!